Hey, hi, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever and wherever it is that you decided to watch this video. So, last week, 343 had their first community stream of 2024, in which they started to talk about upcoming content for Halo Infinite for next week, updates regarding this year's HCS, and with it came a more general, wider discussion on not only the future of Halo Infinite, but the future of the Halo franchise in general. What do I mean by this? Well, in the stream, when they started to talk about the content that's coming next week, January 30th, we as a community were expecting for them to talk about Season 6 of Halo Infinite. Instead, what we got is the announcement of 3 more operations releasing that will be coming out every 4 to 6 weeks or so. And if you don't know what operations are, those are basically what was the replacement. Originally, they were the replacement of Halo Infinite's events, like Fracture, Entrenched, Cyber Showdown, all that jazz. But now it seems like these operations are now also going to be replacing seasons in Halo Infinite. What this all means is that starting next week, Halo Infinite is no longer going to be receiving new seasons. No season 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. They're done with that. Completely. Instead, what they're going to do is, instead of calling it Season 6, they are calling it Content Update 29, or CU29 for short. And they started to compare this to how they handled the Master Chief Collection in the years leading up to Halo Infinite, those final few, that final year for Halo Infinite, for Master Chief Collection. And when they said that, a lot of people started to wonder, wait, is this the last year for Halo Infinite to receive any new content? Because, like I said, content updates, when they compared it to Master Chief Collection, that was in the final years, the final few months, the final year of Halo Master Chief Collection's lifespan. That was before Halo Infinite drop. And when the community heard this for Halo Infinite, they started to wonder, but wait, Season 5 was so good, I thought you were going to continue that momentum with a Season 6, a Season 7, a Season 8 for this year, but no, they're dropping that for content updates, for smaller operations every 4 to 6 weeks. Sorry about that. And this led people to wondering, are they abandoning Halo Infinite? Because in that same stream, 343 started to talk about, hey, there is a dedicated team for Halo Infinite to add new content and whatnot, but that they are also growing as a studio and starting to work on the future projects for Halo as a franchise. And with whispers on the wind saying that they have been working on a new Halo game since 2022, based on using Unreal Engine 5, then it's safe to assume that, 2024 is the last year of Halo Infinite receiving new content. This led to a lot of disappointment within the Halo community, with the general sentiment being, oh man, Season 5 was so good, the Halo Infinite is now in a place that should have been at launch, the game is in a very good place, all they had to do is continue making seasons and have that great comeback story that Halo Infinite needed, just continue adding more maps, weapons, armors, what have you, I get it. At first I was also a bit disappointed when I heard that they were moving away from seasons and starting to do smaller operations and, content update 29, new game, what have you. I get it. I was also disappointed when I heard that. But the more and more I think about it, I do think this is the best decision that 343 can make right now, for not only for Halo Infinite, but them as a studio to work as for the future of the Halo franchise in general. I do believe that this is the right move. Look, man, I love Halo Infinite. It's my favorite Halo game, gameplay-wise, multiplayer-wise. I do really honestly believe that right now Halo Infinite is in a good place. I enjoyed the game, but we have to face reality when it comes to this game, and that is nobody's interested in coming back. Not that many people is interested in coming back. They have moved on from Halo Infinite. You know, they always say first impressions are important, and Halo Infinite, while the first impressions at day one was, oh man, this game is great, the multiplayer is great, the gameplay is great, everything is great, but you know the content is not there. But you know they'll add more content in the coming weeks after launch. You know they'll add the missing things. They'll fix this and that. You know, and then months happened and none of that happened. Then months went by and nothing was fixed, nothing was added back. Season 1 was 6 months, then Season 2 was announced, and it was also delayed to last 6 months. And so that population that was there at launch just went down and down and down and down. And it wasn't until Season 4 where that population started to come back up, which led to Season 5 being like very big population, relatively speaking. I believe the max was like top 13 most played game on Xbox Series X. I know there's a headline saying top 15 most played game, but I do remember it reaching like at most top 13, which is great for Halo Infinite. But then as Season 5 went on, that population again went down and down and down, and I don't remember Firefight bringing back the population. You know, it was a great addition, but it didn't boost those numbers. And now it's at, like, last time I checked, it was at top 25 most played games, which is good, but it's not what you want out of Halo Infinite. Like, it has less players on Xbox than Destiny 2. And that game is also suffering from not so great population numbers, apparently. So in general, Halo Infinite just cannot escape the negative stigma, the stain that it left on the Halo franchise. That cannot be forgotten. And also 343's name is tainted alongside it for how badly they handled the game. Not to mention the fact that we've heard multiple reports that the Slipspace engine, their baby, is really difficult to work with because every single person that made that engine, they were contractors. Nobody is there. There's no written document on how the engine works. And so they're left with a product that, yeah, they can fix, but they can't erase the bare bones, the core of the problems that was there at launch. I know I rambled a lot and I probably didn't make sense half of the time in this video, but I do agree with the sentiment that while I would have loved to see Halo Infinite continue on this year with more seasons, I do agree ultimately with 343 in wanting to move on from Halo Infinite and make a new game under this new leadership that hopefully actually learns from the lessons that Halo Infinite left and not make the same mistake that they made with Halo 5, with Halo the Master Chief Collection, going from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite, which also didn't learn the lessons from Halo 5. It's time for them for this new leadership to have a game that they can call their own and not have it be tainted by what happened with the previous management. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are also like upset because they're moving towards Unreal Engine 5, which, yeah, I'm also a bit concerned with that because it's a bit iffy when it comes to execution because of how certain games ended up being. But since they're under the Microsoft Studios, they have the Coalition to help them, which are the magical wizards, the masters of Unreal Engine 5, so I'm not that concerned when it comes to the engine, at least. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this whole Halo Infinite situation. Like I said, I probably rambled on way too much. I probably did not make sense at all throughout this entire video, but ultimately, like I said, well, just end this off, I agree with the sentiment that it's disappointing to see this year being the last, supposedly being the last year of Halo Infinite, but I also agree that possibly it is time to move on from Halo Infinite. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts. Just write yours down in the comment section down below. What do you think about the recent happenings of Halo Infinite and the future of Halo in general? Just leave them down below. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.